Alright guys, welcome back. My name is Bruce, and this is a 25-cent no-limit Hold'em tournament on Intertops. If you guys haven't watched the first two segments of this tournament, you guys can click on my channel. Go back and check those out. So we have a 8-9 suited on the button, and we have a min raise from under the gun. Now, I have the button, so I'll probably call here unless there's another raise. I would like to see some more callers. I don't want to see any more raises, but I'd like to see a call, so that's good. The reason I like to see some more calls is because I have a drawing hand. You know, I need spades or I need a straight, and if I hit those spades or those straight, then I want more people in there because it's going to be a powerhouse hand. Plus, I have the button, so good position. But I missed. I didn't hit anything at all, and I'm probably going to lose the hand because these guys are big stacks. They can bet, and I have to fold it. So. Okay, so the lobby one more time, just for another review. We have 7 minutes left of the late registration, which is also the rebuy time. So there's 7 minutes left to rebuy all your chips if you lose your chips. So this is a time that people are going to be as desperate as possible to make chips happen. So they're just going to be throwing their money in. And at the break, again, there's another add-on, so people are going to take advantage of that extra 2,500 chips for 25 cents. And like I said, I guessed around 30 bucks for first place. And I imagine after these 6 minutes are gone and after the add-ons are done, it will be around, like I said, 30 bucks. So we shall see. All right, I have King 10 offsuit. He made it 600, so now I'm going to fold it. I was going to come in for a raise and probably try and snatch up the blinds, but again, it's very risky at this time because there are 7 minutes left. People are getting desperate, so they're going to throw their money in with just weaker hands. So I'm going to get out of there. Okay, guys, so I just got moved tables, and it's important to notice that, you know, these players aren't the same players, so now I don't know, you know, anything about the players, whether they've been super aggressive or if they've been playing tight. So I had to start over in that way. But, you know, like I said, there's 3 or 4 minutes left, so they are still going all in. They're desperate to get their money in. I probably won't play a hand from here out until the break, just because I'm not desperate. I mean, I have 6,200, and I don't seem to be, you know, these guys all have pretty big stacks, but I'm not desperate. I'm above average. I think the average stack is like 5,000. We'll pull it up. Yeah, average stack is 5,000, so I'm above average, and I still get that 2,500 extra chips at the break, so I'm not going to be doing anything crazy. I'm just going to wait till the break is over and let the crazy people do the things they need to do. Okay, so that was the last hand of the rebuy period. We're now waiting for the other tables to complete the hands that they are on, and then we will begin the 5-minute break and the add-on period. So, okay, so the hands just ended, and we're now into the break, and I'm going to click on the add-on button because you have to do it manually, and it's 25 cents for an additional 2,500 chips. So I will add on, and my stack will go to 87.50, and that's where we will begin when the 5-minute break is over. So I will see you guys in just a minute. Okay, guys, so we're basically back from the break. We now have 87.50 in chips, so we're not doing bad. A couple things that are important to note now that the rebuy period is over. You know, all those crazy plays that we were seeing, all those random all-ins, those are going to stop. You know, they're not going to be. They're going to tighten up. Everyone's going to say, all right, this is the real beginning of the tournament because the rebuy period is just over. So you can't get any more chips for another 25 cents. You will now play with the chips that you have, and if you lose your chips, you are now out. So the whole play of the tournament basically starts here. So we got a 9-jack offsuit in the big blind. Not too excited about it. And these guys are obviously still sitting on break. I'm just going to pause it because there are a few people that are, well, okay, so as I say, there's going to be no crazy plays. We have some people that are crazy. I guess crazy people are going to do what they want, but 3,600, he makes it, and, you know, the blinds are 1 and 200. That's just dumb. I mean, no matter what, that's a dumb move. If he's got pocket aces, that's a dumb move because he's not going to get a caller. And if he's got a bad hand, that's a bad play because why would you want somebody to call that big of a bet? So, dumb play. I like to put notes on these guys. Bad player. I noticed over here that you can just see that these guys, there's easy, so you can easily hit the note that just says easy money. So, that's an easy note. So now I have pocket 10s. Here's something I want to point out. This guy made it a big raise last hand, but he didn't raise his hand, and this guy's sitting out. So he could have easily tried to steal these blinds, but he didn't. I would raise normally in that spot, but I'm not going to because I have the small blind and I have to act first pre-flop or after the flop. So it's actually a good flop for me. He bets 900. You know, the fact that he limped in makes it a little likely that he might have a really good hand like aces or kings, but I just put a note on him that he's easy money. And, you know, I could just call, but I'm gonna make a big play on this guy because I think he's an idiot. Just gonna put them all in. You know, I don't think that he has me beat. He's gonna think that I have a 3 because I'm in the small blind. You know, that's what he's worried about. My play represents a 3 all the way. So even if he has kings or queens, which is very unlikely, it's still a hard call. So he folds. Okay, so another pair, pocket sixes. You know, these notes aren't always proper. I put easy money on this guy, but it might be untrue. But you can always go back and change it or add some text. Do whatever you like. My notes, you know, I typically know what my notes mean to me, so I just put easy money because I like this little easy note system. You can put very good, good, tight, fair, whatever you want. So the strategy in this position, I have pocket sixes. I'm on the button, so I'm going to come in for a raise. Typically, this raise looks like a blind steal, like I'm just trying to take the blinds, but I don't mind a call. I really don't want to raise, but I don't mind a call. But most of the time in this situation, they're going to think that I'm just trying to steal the blinds, which is exactly what I believe is going on here. I believe that he thinks I'm trying to steal his blind because I made a big play last hand, and now he's pissed off. And I already said easy money, so proper play would be to call. It's a big gamble early on in the tournament. But like I said, I really think that he thinks I'm bluffing. So we're going to gamble. And my read was 100% correct, so I'm just hoping for no king. And I did it. I mean, nice call. So and that was actually a very big call for me there. That was you know, for all my chips early on in the beginning of the tournament. But like I said, my read was that he thinks I'm stealing his blind because I made a play at him last hand. So I stuck with my read, and I made the call for all of my chips. And sometimes you just have to do that. Okay, so just a couple hands later, I pick up pocket sixes again. Min raise from under the gun to 600. I like that raise because I don't have to put in a whole lot of money, and I don't have to be the raiser again. You know, if I'm raising a whole lot, people are going to start thinking that I'm some kind of a blind, you know, stealer, and they're going to come after me like that guy just did. So I don't want to be in that position too much, so I like the fact that he raised it to 600. That's just twice the big blind, which you're now at 150 and 300. So if I get a 6, I got a good chance of getting all this guy's money. So I'd really love to see a 6. Plus I have position, so I get to act after him pre-flop, or on the flop, excuse me. So hopefully we'll get a 6. That's not a good flop at all. Considering he's in early position, he's very likely to have an ace, maybe even a queen or kings. It doesn't matter. I just can't call. I can't continue. So I'm glad I didn't have to put a whole lot of money in. Still doing well. So, okay, guys, I'm just going to show you the lobby again after the rebuy period is over. Like I said, first place is $30, so I guessed it pretty close. I said 30 to 40, but that's pretty close. Let's see. Oh, fold 10-8. Back to the lobby. The average chip stack is 8,600, and I have around 19,000, so I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm in 5th place. I'm in this tournament for a total of $1.10. So I bought in 4 times plus the 10-cent fee to the house. So we'll keep you guys updated on that as well. So if I'm able to turn $1 into $30, that's a pretty good day or a pretty good tournament. So, but 5-8 offsuit, we're gonna fold. Also, guys, I wanted to mention, I would have flopped 2 pair here, but on that hand where I just called all of my chips, you know, for on a read that I had, I figured that he thought I was trying to steal his blinds. You know, that's a play that you're going to have to make in this tournament, but you won't, and I would have lost. Wow, he flopped 2 pair, or a set. That's a play that you're going to have to make in a tournament like this, because this tournament operates a lot faster. You know, the blinds go up every 10 minutes, so people do make dumb plays, and it is a 25-cent buy-in, so the crazy plays are, you know, they just happen a lot more often. But for example, if you're playing the World Series or a major event at the casino, you won't see that play. You won't have to make that play. So that's just from experience of you know, playing larger tournaments and from playing smaller tournaments that I was able to make that play. But you won't do that too often in a larger tournament. It's just something that people do in these tournaments, just make random plays and crazy plays, and you just got to pick them off. Okay, we're in the big blind. We picked up a solid hand. Ace-Queen suited. It's a pretty good hand in this game. I'll be willing to call a raise, and if it's one of these guys that raises, I would probably just put them all in. Because again, these guys closer to the button, usually people go after the blinds. You know, there's 600 here, and then there's 500 from the antes, because there is a 50 chip ante. Okay, so he goes all in. He just makes it 6,000. This is another one of those times where I'm just going to gamble, because I have a solid hand, and he's most likely just coming after the blinds in an attempt to take down that money. So we're going to call. And I have him crushed, so just no 10. No 10 and we're golden. Alright, we're doing well. Small blind, Jack 8 offsuit. Not exciting. Currently in 3rd place with 94 players remaining, so doing well. And you know, like I said, those guys, typically they come after the blinds. I'm going to start doing that in a bit. You know, I'm going to start raising up with random hands myself. I have a bigger chip stack, so I can afford to lose a little bit here and there. And I will be aggressive, and I will go after those blinds myself. But I will pick and choose my hands somewhat wisely. I'm not just going to go raising the blinds with nothing. I mean, if I had ace-10 in that situation like that guy did, my play probably would have been the exact same thing. I probably would have went all in with his ace-10 because there was 600 in the blinds, and then there was 500 out there. So he picked up, you know, 1,100 just by going all in if I didn't have a hand, which it just worked out that I had a hand, so he got unlucky. But like, here's an example of a hand that I could raise. Like, I could come in for the standard raise of 1,200, and I'm debating on doing it, but I want to see what these guys do first. These guys both have big stacks, and typically when you have a bigger stack, you don't want to get involved with another big stack. So it makes it, you know, harder for me to raise, but it also makes it harder for these guys to call. So we'll see what happens. We have a limper. That changes things. You know, there's no reason for me to even try and steal these blinds. You know, I was going to attempt to just take this 600 plus this 450 out here and pick up a quick 1,000, but this guy limps in, so that changes things. Now I don't even want to play my Jack 6. I didn't want to play it in the first place, but now we're just going to fold it. And I just realized also we're getting close to the 15-minute mark, and I'm trying to cut it closer to 14 minutes so I can spare a little bit of time to, you know, leave my exit and tell you guys that, you know, if you guys want to watch the next video, just go ahead and click on video. I think this is video number 3, so click on video number 4. And I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on video number 4.